In elementary school, I took the bus from where we lived in South Dade to Miracle Mile, and it was a daytime adventure, and we would go shopping and to the movies and back to school shopping at a store called Boys Town, and it was right next door to Specs Music. And every year my mom would take us there, my brother and I, and go to the cafeteria to eat, and it was a great experience, and we could get up and back during the day because the bus station in Coral Gables was in the center of the city where Ruth Chris is today. Well, Terra Nova was started in July of 1980, and we always had this vision that this could be a great urban street. So when the opportunity came to buy our first 8 buildings in 2004, we jumped at the opportunity. That portfolio today on Miracle Mile is up to 15 buildings today, as well as 2 office buildings on Alhambra. Years ago, Giralda was called Restaurant Row, and it died. And as part of the streetscape, the city created Giralda, and the intent was that it would be closed for special events but open to traffic every day. Well, when it first opened up, they put up the umbrella sky. That was so successful that that street is never open for traffic and probably never will. And it's lined with restaurants, and it's back. And restaurants on a street, especially restaurants with outdoor seating, energize a street. And that's part of the greatness of the next 10 or 20 years in Coral Gables. And the city advanced that vision materially with the Streetscape project. And we preserve and modernize simultaneously by being respectful of the past, but having a keen vision for the future. A number of the buildings and the materials used in the buildings are historic, and we've worked hard to preserve those while at the same time bringing in newer tenants that modernize the vision. John Martin's is a great example. It was a 20-year-old business that the owners decided to retire. We bought the building knowing that, and we found new tenants that made a huge investment in the property and have modernized John Martin's so it's there for another generation. If George Merrick were alive today, I will repeat the exact line I said when the final vote was taken on the Streetscape project. He would have an ear-to-ear grin and be bursting with pride, knowing that the next 100 years are going to be as good as the last 100 years.